do believe we're live, sir.
Something along those lines, yes.
Yes, yes. Welcome back, sir.
Yeah, thank you,
Uh,
thank you. Have had a refreshing tour of the northernmost provinces.
Excellent, sir. Excellent.
Not much colder up there, I'm afraid.
Something destroyed a duck, sir. You haven't spawned in, have you?
No, I was waiting for the stream to go on. Let's see here. Set the gun convergence for about 100 meters, I think. Yes.
You don't have that much of a gun convergence on this bird, sir.
Well, no, perhaps not. But at least this will give me an opportunity, you see, to, uh, well, once I go back to a Fokker wolf or something, my gun convergence will be set to 90 meters and I'll be focked.
Quite, sir.
Convergence will be set to 90 meters and I'll be focked.
Oh, now
Alright.
I had some feedback there for some reason.
I believe that was my fault.
Yeah.
I found a way, you see, to circumvent the issue with my chat not showing up unless I
Oh. You have your phone, sir.
Indeed, sir. Anyway, let's see
Oh,
what we
there.
can do with these birds. So, we are trying out flying circus, aren't we?
We are, sir. We are.
And you have done this before.
I have, sir. Well, I haven't really started with this bird, sir.
No? Only air starts?
Only a start as far.
Well,
So
it's
far, yes.
quite straightforward. You remember? Set the mixture. And it has a throttle here. Push that forward a bit as well. And it's just
Press the
clear the
button.
prop, eh? I don't even... Can you see what's in front of us? It's not all that easy.
You have some hangers on your side.
It should be
Otherwise,
fine as long as I
pretty
know...
clear, sir.
Yes, you have some kind of bunker in front of you as well. And just
Yeah, I know.
make
It
an
should
effort
be fine.
not to veer off to the left.
Yeah, that's one of the tricky parts with these birds, sir. You can't really tax with them.
If it moves, tax it. And there we
Then,
go.
then again, you're getting airborne in like 5 seconds.
Isn't it lovely?
It's the way to fly, sir.
Yes. We didn't really have a flight plan taking off. I'm just gonna lower the mixture a little bit. We thought what we'd do is we'll just take these new birds out for a spin, or shall I say old birds out for a spin, and have a little chat about them, our first impressions and whatnot.
Yes.
Now,
There
let's
are
see what-
AI in the area, but
Yes, well, I don't really fancy going up against the Peshka with this thing.
no.
I had a brief spell in the Fokker before, and I had a jolly good time chasing down a train which was moving almost as fast as I was. I was able to put some 600 rounds into it without doing much of anything. But alas, there you are. The 7.62 Spandaus, or well, whatever Mauser caliber they are. Something close to 7.62 anyway, I can't rightly remember.
Doesn't say, does it? No.
Well, the most obvious thing is
The looks.
the looks, of course. Skins should be 4K, as far as I know. In some areas, like the lining of the cockpit here, this is very apparent, looks very good. In some areas, it does not look quite as good. I'd say the overall fuselage does not... It doesn't impress.
No, I don't like the whole stripy, woody sort of thing.
Yes, the wings look like they are,
Meh.
I don't know, scraped with something.
Exactly.
Looks a bit weird.
Underside of the wings looks fine.
Yes.
Just a part.
And of course it is nice to be able to read some of these very small numbers and instruments at a glance.
Yes. Not that you have much of an instrument here, but...
No, that's true. It is rather bare bones, but I like that. I always did. You don't need much to fly, you have to use the seat of your pants. Although I do wish it had a better tachometer than the thing out on the wing there. The speed gauge of the left wing. It's not really an ideal position to quickly gauge your speed, is it?
No, not really. But then again, that's what you got. I lost you, sir.
I'm heading out over the city now. We are heading south when we should be heading west, so I'll divert course slightly. You need me to fire up a flare?
It could be good.
No. There we go.
Oh, there. Okay.
Overall, I'd say... I mean, I'm not terribly impressed with the looks, to be honest. It's certainly a step up, but that's rather hard for a 12-year-old game, not to take a leap forward, so to speak. But it's still somewhat obvious to me that it's a port of, well, someone will lynch me for using the word, but it is the same model. It's been uprest, but it's the same model, which means that, I mean, it's, how to phrase this, it's not built with the same love and attention to detail as something built for, say, Battle of Bodenplatte.
No. Perhaps not. But then again, it's a different team doing it, right?
Yes.
As far as I know, they outsource it to a different company that does all the flying circus.
It will be interesting to see how the PO2 comes out.
Yes. It's not the same company, is it?
No, I don't think so, but it is a third party. But they are building it from scratch, which is sort of what I'm getting at. Whereas these planes are definitely ported. They've taken the existing models and they've uprest them. They've added more polygons. You know how that whole thing works. But the basic geometry is more or less the same. Yes? Sorry?
No, I didn't say anything.
Oh, yes. You're still on my 6, I see. Looks as... all this said, it still looks good. Cockpit shadows, everything. And of course, flying in the IL-2 engine is a step up. Although, I do miss the clouds of Rise of Flight. Has a very dreamy quality to it all around, doesn't it?
It does. What I would like to have is actually the Cliffs of Dover, new Cliffs of Dover clouds.
Yes.
Which looks totally amazing. I need to get back into that game again.
Let me slow down a little bit, and you can go up alongside me.
Yeah, what should try? That totally crashing into you.
I agree, and speaking of, we should get back into Cliffs of Dover one of these days.
Yes.
Are you coming up on my right or my left?
Oh, right.
Yeah, I see you. I'll drop some altitude as well. Of course, you can see that the flight model is intact because I can fly the Fokker basically sideways. Which is always a pleasurable thing to do.
Next to you now, sir.
I will say, yes, from the outside, looks really good. Definitely a step up in terms of, what's the word?
Quality?
Yes,
Looks?
it's not, yes.
Fidelity.
Fidelity, yes, there we go. There. Definitely a step up in terms of fidelity, and it's absolutely beautiful. Okay, so, looks aside and moving on. What else springs to mind? Front and center when you get into this thing.
It flies sort of like it does in Rise of Flight. I like it.
Indeed, I'm also quite pleased with the way it flies and handles. Be advised, I'm going to make about a 30-degree turn to the right here. Turning.
Copy.
Flight model. Yeah, I have nothing to say.
It's a bit hard to actually talk about it yet, as we only have 2 planes.
Yes, it is. I want to do some kind of a comparison, like maybe jump into
Now I
Rise
want
of
to see this. If we fly into the clouds, I haven't done this. Do we get any water
Rain
effects
effects
on
the goggles? No, it doesn't seem like it.
No.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah, and I still see you completely fine. Which is good, because the Rise of Flight, you're completely blind as soon as you fly through the outskirts of a cloud is a bit stupid.
Indeed. It is somewhat harsh when it comes to additional ranges in the clouds. I was about to remark on the fact that as soon as you add a little power, it wants to climb. It wants to climb real hard. Some people have, I've seen, remarked that this is very pronounced, or that it seems excessive. What do you think?
Well, my experience was that it was a bit more extreme than Rise of Flight.
Mm-hmm.
But that's mostly because I have different joystick settings in Rise of Flight compared to IL2. So I guess the sensitivity and all that is...
I got some rain on my goggles there. Sorry.
Yeah.
Go on.
But that's about it. I can't really say it's that much of a difference flying it.
We haven't gotten very far. I'm turning around again.
Yeah, I can see that. You're not getting obscured by the clouds.
No.
Which is nice.
Yes, I think you're right, because my first impression, of course, it's hardly comfortable to fly with this kind of. I mean, I have to give about 30% forward stick just to stay level. However, as far as I recall, it's basically exactly the same as it is in Rise of Flight. This is about the same amount of forward stick I remember having to input before I adjusted my controls, because you have the curves, obviously. I don't know what's going on there.
Then again, mostly when I've flown the DR1, I've usually taken off and then gone climbing. So most of the time I actually want to go up there, but maybe
something
not this
is happening
extreme.
with the
Recording.
there. No, not the recording per se, but it seems to be switching monitors. I can see.
It's rather odd, sir.
Yeah, and it's giving me this cling-plongy sound every 5 seconds, which is going to drive everyone absolutely nutters.
I can't hear it.
Well, you're not watching my stream.
Oh, of course.
But anyone watching will be driven absolutely bonkers, I'm sure.
Can't you turn off one of them?
Turn off one of the monitors.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the thing is, it seems to be flickering between what I'm seeing and the map, which is very strange.
Yes.
Oh, it stopped. As to hoping it doesn't come back. Ah, well.
Oh, just over there.
Yes, southeast. Oh, there we go. That was me taking auto level off.
Yeah, that is a rather extreme climb. I gave almost 75% rudder or 75% stick input. And still managed to climb.
Yes. So that is a feature that's always sort of been missing from IL2, rather inexplicably.
The different settings.
Yeah, being able to have
planes?
different settings for different planes. I mean, I don't want DCS, don't get me wrong. It's a bloody pain every time you want to fly something. But the ability to adjust the sensitivities and all that stuff for this, oil radiators for blades that have several, all the different things. That would be very welcome.
It would indeed, sir.
But I don't think it's the climb is more excessive necessarily than it was in Rise of Flight. It could be, of course, but I can't really tell without making a closer comparison. There's another quirk of the flight model that I do think is more pronounced in the flying circus than it is in Rise of Flight. Do you want to take a guess as to what that is?
Quirk.
Yes. I'm talking all about the rudder.
Oh.
Because if I give about 5, this is me giving, I can barely tell that my feet have moved. I can barely tell that the rudder is moving. This is about as little as I could give. And it's giving an immediate and noticeable effect. If I do something like 10% rudder, the plane will veer off 45 degrees to the side. The rudder sensitivity should be very high, of course. This is World War I aircraft.
It has a barn door for a rudder, so yeah.
It's not a very large rudder to compare it to many other planes. Of course, it's much lighter.
It's one of the largest rudders you have, as far as I know. Which just the most rudder.
I mean, look, this is
crashing.
Yes, that was 10% rudder. I do think it's a bit extreme, and it's certainly much more pronounced than it was in Rise of Flight.
I wouldn't say so.
You wouldn't?
No, maybe it's a bit smoother than Rise of Flight. I know that I can get about the same input. Since I'd flown the DR1 in one of the career missions, have some experience with it, not 100 hours, but
yes,
it is sensitive in Rise of Flight, but I think you are more affected by the wind in Rise of Flight, so you can get a bit more. You can't use it as freely because you get tossed around when you do it.
Well, you have more experience with the DR1 than I do. In fact, in Rise of Flight, it's one of the planes I'm the absolute worst at flying.
But then it might be that the rudder input has more sensitivity here and then.
It feels to me like the curve is more exaggerated. Because I don't remember any plane in Rise of Flight, and I have flown them all, reacting quite so violently and so early. I can barely move my feet without getting an output I find excessive. I'm not saying necessarily that the plane is more sensitive, but it responds differently to the inputs I do with my rudder pedals.
Okay.
Because that's
my rudder pedals have always been very, very sensitive. I have a very weird dead zone in the middle before I actually hit the springs.
Well, if you say so, then I will yield, and I will have to go into Rise of Flight later and have a look at it. But otherwise, yeah, the flight model, as we established, seems perfectly fine to me. I don't think that they needed to do anything with the flight model specifically.
No. It was good. It's really nice. I like it. And I think they've done a good job with transferring it over to the IL-2 engine.
Agreed.
It feels like playing the DR1 in Rise of Flight, with just a bit more sensitive controls. So I hope we will get some kind of option for either plane or module.
Indeed,
So you
yes.
can-
So kind of like the modules that would also be welcome, especially now that we have tank crew, which is an entirely different sort of vehicle. Having all of that in one tab is getting messy, frankly. And I would very much welcome a separate control tab for Flying Circus, and at least one for tank crew. What do you say we pop off to the west, and since we don't have any bombs, go to look at that artillery?
That sounds like suicide, sir. I like it.
Yes, well, that's another point of discussion.
Yes. The current lack of any content where you can actually use this plane.
Indeed. The lack of any content in which to use these planes. We're flying right now on the unprofessional server, so we could at any moment here be brought up against a flight of Stukas or something.
No.
But yes, there's all ground, all the damage models for everything. The AI for things like gunners or anti-aircraft guns, etc., is dialed in so that it can snipe Stukas out of a dive at 700 kilometers an hour. And here we are in wooden kites doing a brisk 160.
I'm at an 180, so...
Yes, I did a little climb there, so it did.
Yes, I tried attacking I don't know what it was. It was a convoy or a artillery position in one of the quick mission areas. And it was terribly bad.
Indeed. And of course, with the damage model as well, as I said. Like I was able to put something like 600 rounds into a train. I managed to get it to disengage the engines, but not down it. Now trains are very resilient, even to 20 mil or 30 mil ammunition, frankly. But yeah, it doesn't really make for a very good experience flying these birds.
No, not yet.
And it doesn't ship with the Korea, which is understandable, absolutely understandable. They haven't even finished building the IL-2 Korea, so building a separate one for this in time is really not doable. But I do miss it.
Well, we still have Rise of Flight for the career missions if we want.
Of course. But talking about the product as sort of a standalone,
Yes.
in terms of value for your money, etc. It is a bit light, I feel, for $70.
Yes, I would agree.
Even this is obviously extremely early, but say something as simple as the damage sounds when you hit. You still get the metal noises of when you're straight to the yak or something of a full metal monocoque design, and that is in itself, of course, very easy to overlook. It's an early product, right? They have the sounds. They haven't made new ones. It doesn't really bother me. It shouldn't really bother anyone. If it wasn't for the fact that they haven't bothered to make content even on that level and still release it as a fully, well, it is $10 off, of course, but as a $70 product, I feel slightly iffy about it.
Well, early access or early development thing, so it hasn't been released yet.
No, true. But they have released these planes, and I'm saying that maybe they shouldn't have released them yet, because even these planes, these two planes, are not content complete yet.
That is true. I agree.
Because we have the traces from the current game, we have the sounds of the current game. If you're hit, we have the techno chat of the current game, etc.
Did you do anything? Because I saw some tracer.
Yes, that was me firing to demonstrate the point. Sorry.
Because it went down and up, which was weird. Adieu.
I'm back with you.
Good.
I just wanted to do some aerobatics. I was still roughly on course. Anyway, yes, like these are small gripes overall. I think they've done a lovely job with the flight model, of course, which means they didn't do a lot of work with it. But there are small things like this that sort of irk me a little bit in terms of value for money, etc. Especially with how, of course it's easy to say because the IL-2 expansion, etc. IL-2's been out for many years now, and it's easy to just add more content. But compared to the efforts and the love and the care that went into something like the BF-109 G14 or the new Mark 9 Spitfire, with new technologies and textures and everything, it's a bit light. It's the price the same, but it just seems to me like it contains less effort, less work.
Yeah. It does, but then again, it's, as I said, it's outsourced to a third party.
Indeed.
And they haven't gotten up into the production. You know how it is with working with third parties. Still,
I do,
it's difficult.
unfortunately, yes. I do know what it's like. And you are implying that the quality of the content would go up?
As more as they produce, yes.
Yes, that is indeed possible.
Because if they keep continuing with flying Circus modules, like the second set of planes and the third set of planes, they will probably increase in quality as the same way as we have the G14 and the Spitfire.
That is true, yes. And there is a fair bit of stuff behind the scenes in Flying Circus as well, of course, that we haven't talked about. Stuff like, the streamers, the handgun, which is, you can't really call it all new technology because it's by and large lifted from Rise of Flight. The engine has the same foundations, but it's still new stuff for IL-2. Is that? There's the damaged plane on the deck, dude.
What?
My good man, yes, a smoking plane on the deck heading for home. He's about to get jumped. You see him?
No, I do. Where?
Heading for the.
I see it, sir.
Yeah, heading for the river. I think we have to lead that plane by quite a bit because he's about to be jumped by Fokkers. Did you manage to mess up your engine?
No.
Before, if you tried, like diving.
Oh yes, if you dive down too quickly, you'll mess up your engine. Yes. You sure that's not a duck returning?
But it doesn't matter what it is. We're taking a shot at it.
That's good.
I mean, if anything, we need to do a flyby and a Fokkers. We just can't miss a chance like that, man.
No.
I'm heading for the bridge.
One of the first quick missions I did was against a Junkai 52, and I couldn't catch it.
Yes. Technology did advance between 1914 and 1928 or whatever those things went into production.
I don't think I'll catch this one.
No, I doubt I'll catch it. Either I have basically one shot to intercept it, and I think I will miss it. I'm doing 200. It's a duck.
A duck.
It's a duck.
What's he doing?
He's turning. Of course he can't outturn a Fokker.
It's an AI.
Is it?
Well, it's just you and me on the server, so...
Oh, pity.
Oh, Mr. Corey, you are very, very quiet. We are on the unprofessional server.
Franz, we have encountered a strange alien plane. It bears the Iron Cross. It is inhumanly fast. I think you'll need to kick up the volume a little bit more, Corey, because I can sort of hear you as the way the Kaiser might have heard the...
How about now?
Ah, yes, there we go.
Excellent.
I had it turned down. I did. I'm quite quiet. I'm quiet as a mouse. Make my mouse noises.
We are on the unprofessional server having a little fireside chat about the Fokkers and the Spads and whatnot. Right now we are shooting down a duck, which we hope is controlled by the AI. What amazing luck, wouldn't you say, Kayla, that we managed to encounter the only plane in the entire game that we could conceivably shoot down.
Well, it's not doing much, I'd say.
No, it's rather heavily armored, and I'd say go for the engines, otherwise you have... Yeah, a fire, I think. Yes.
I don't know, I might...
Yes, there's a fire. Oh, the fire's getting larger.
Yes,
I got him, Franz.
Good shooting, sir.
That finder's going down. Right over this artillery thingamabob. Where are we? Friendly, yes.
What's he doing now? Oh, he
Despawning.
despawned.
I do hope that was AI.
It was an AI.
Alright. Let's head east. What's your bullets? Looks pretty good to me.
I have some 400 left, I think.
Yes.
350.
Something along those lines. Corey, will you be joining us?
I am getting on the field right now as we speak.
Wonderful. In a Spad or a Fokker?
I believe since you two already took over the Fokkers, I'm going to take the Spad.
Ah, yes. If you fancy meeting us, we are over the translator icon, the artillery positions. We could have a little duel.
Okay.
I
Sounds
think
good.
we should continue towards his airfield then.
Yes, indeed.
Plane, sir, right ahead.
Yes, what?
Looks like aisle 2, sir.
What altitude? No tally.
Go out, sir.
Oh! Yes! Wow. Oh, dear God. I was a bit overzealous there.
Coming back, sir.
Are they coming back?
They're coming back, sir.
Wonderful! The finders decided to engage. I got a hit.
Well, that's something.
Yes, a single Mauser caliber rifle bullet to an IL-2. I mean, I do think the AI will have some difficulty dogfighting us, given how damn slow we are. But I'm on the 6 of 1. I suppose the best thing we could do is square up and take one each.
Why, they're both here, sir. Could probably maneuver kill them.
I'm working on it, but I'm throwing some bullets into the mix for good measure. Thank God they don't have a tail gunner.
Oh, cool. If you have your handgun out, you can't actually fix a jam.
Ooh. anthropomorphic controls. Or whatever they're called.
Maybe.
Are those your tracers?
They were my tracers, yeah?
Yes, alright. He is trying to outturn a Fokker. Not so fast, even.
Media source coding. Alright, let's end the stream from now. And reconnect.
Well, it seems as though my bullets aren't doing all that much.
Hans, the bullets do nothing.
Keep firing! I thought the Tsarist forces had given up. This is about as exciting as you might imagine. Going round and round, slowly getting closer. I'm going
Maybe
to
we
dive
should
down.
take 2-on-1 then. See if we can actually make them do something stupid.
They're already doing something stupid.
Oh, they are, of course.
I mean, I managed to... I can't kill a train, I can't imagine killing an IL-2.
No.
It's not even smoking after all these hits.
Oh, you hit yours?
Oh yes, quite a bit. Glancing hits, of course. Now, if he just... Oh, there he goes, he's extending. Now I'm dead. My top speed is lesser than his stall speed. Ah, there we go again. Sorry about the noise, gentlemen. Hits into the ring roots, into the engines, but of course I wasn't really expecting this to work, although he seems to be rather close to stalling at this rate. I mean, hell, if I am, then he should certainly be. Gun out of ammo.
Gun overheated.
Corey, that duel might have to wait a spell, because we're wasting our ammunition against these IL-2s.
Don't worry, I'm slowly making my way there.
We could use another pair of 303s. What riveting action this is, isn't it?
Oh, he's leaning on your tail now.
What now?
My chap is gaining on your tail.
I have started to make holes in his wings.
I have no more ammunition.
Yeah, mine's about to give out any second now. I only have the left one, which jammed. I think. No, it's the right one. So, as we were saying, the lack of a mission profile for these planes is somewhat evident in this dogfight.
My chap just started.
Well, I saw his damage decal update a notch.
He just flipped and crashed. Oh,
Oh, there's two ducks here as well.
yes. Yes. Oh god, he's on
your
my tail.
yeah, he's on your 6. I'd say I get him, but here's I'd advise you go into a right-hand climb or a right-hand dive or anything to the right, really. And he's broken off.
Oh, ducks.
Oh dear God,
They are a tad bigger than you, sir.
they are at that, aren't they?
Running away, eh?
I lost. Oh, there is. He's smoking though.
Smoking.
Must have done something. Only took 1,000 rounds.
Or it's the ducks that actually.
I don't think he actually. Oh, no, that was the one that you shot, right?
Yeah.
I'm above you, by the way. As in.
Yeah,
in
in
front
front. Yep.
If you don't have any ammunition,
I'm
please.
having my web leg.
Good. No, he's running away.
It's running straight for the ducks, sir.
Yes, well, we can't possibly catch him.
Who is shooting at absolutely nothing.
Quite so.
Yeah, that's one of the problems with being here or being on a professional server. I think this ping is a bit iffy.
If
So
he
even
is-
if we,
What do you mean, iffy?
well, it's 300 ping, so even if we did hit things, they might not register.
Ah, yes, I see what you mean.
So should we? Yeah, we're heading east.
Sort of. There goes the bloody Windows notifications again. Oh, tracers, or far left. Russian tracers. Looks like a yak behind us.
That's
109. There's a fighter
It's-
behind
it-
us anyway. I
yeah,
think
it's
it's a
going
yak.
for the ducks. No, what is that?
I
Oh, and
have
some-
150 rounds left in my left machine gun.
It just downed one of the ducks.
Unfortunate. Stay out of the range of those AAAs.
With the laser.
Right. I have an idea. Follow me. We should lose them by flying treetop level through this city. Nothing can go wrong. Especially when you consider that you can fly this thing sideways.
I try that. It's wonderful.
If you want to look out your left window, there's some things over there.
But now there's trees there.
Indeed. You think I can...
Going between those, yes?
Oh, good heavens. It kind of worked. Kind of worked, didn't it? Now, unfortunately, I can't seem to... what? I've despawned. Finish mission is grayed out. What rotten luck. I shall have to reconnect to the server, I suppose.
I presume so.
Now, Corey, how are you doing?
Just enjoying the beautiful sun, the blue sky, the green. my lonesome.
Yes, that does sound like flying a World War One airplane. Peace and quiet is rather noticeable. Well, back to the... okay.
I wonder if Berloga has implemented these planes.
327 pings, man.
Could you check Berloga?
Terribly sure. Sorry, old chap.
I presume not.
Well, if I get booted out again, I will.
Uh,
Corey, do you have any first impressions you want to share with us? We've sort of discussed a bit about the module as such being somewhat content light at the moment, and the veracity of the claims of excessive climb in the Fokker and such.
I think I was listening to you two talk, and I think both of you guys hit all the key points, really. Personally, I think even though it was a pre-order for the cost, I don't know, I would have liked a quickly thrown together map or something. I'm not quite sure. It's just content light is I would agree with.
The map is coming though.
Yes.
It is. I get that. I think it should have all kind of come together once instead of rushing the actual aircraft out.
Yeah. I mean, it's. I agree. The maps have always arrived late though, for all the models.
Yeah.
They tend to arrive roughly halfway through. But of course, it is, yes, understandably, absolutely. It's slightly worse with Flying Circus because of the fact that there is no content at all for the World War One planes, as we said.
Exactly. Yep. You guys covered that.
Mm.
I'm just getting, the SPAD feels quite different to me in comparison to Rise of Flight. I think you and I were talking about that earlier. I just think it flies a little heavy. The Fokker, after I got in it again earlier, it's similar. I think I just need to fly more before I really have a really solid impression. But my first impressions, I just kind of shrug my shoulders right now. I guess that's the best way to sum it up.
Yes, I mean, right now there is little to no incentive for me to play Flying Circus over Rise of Flight. There just isn't. Like there's so little content, and so much of it is directly ported from Rise of Flight. Like we don't really get anything new aside from cockpit shadows and the new scoring system. But since we don't have any Rise of Flight bombers in the game, the new scoring system for buildings, etc., doesn't really do much, and it's very, very difficult to do any missions because we only have the World War II assets, etc. So it's going to be a good long while, I think, before the investment pays off, so to speak. I'm having...
So, Corey...
There's nothing on Beloga, by the way. No World War One planes.
Oh, too bad.
Yes, terribly sorry.
Where are you located, Corey?
I am slowly... I'm about a click southeast of where all the translator icon.
All right, so in 1132 somewhere.
Bloody hell.
Right. 133 or 1033. Just about to cross over.
All right, I'm currently in the lower part of 1133. I guess I'll be heading north.
I can't get into the server. There's 2 players on it, and I can't get in.
Kayla, do you have any ammo, or are you ammo-less?
I am ammo-less, but I have my web link.
Oh my. I'll at least come to your location.
By the Kaiser's brass knockers.
Yeah, let's meet somewhere in...
Yep, I'm gonna head straight south down the middle of 1033, heading
Gotta be
towards
sorry, people.
1133.
Yep.
Nope, it's not loading. It's loading something, but it's not loading the map. And then it kicks me back to the menu.
Oh god, there's 3 P40s chasing me now.
I'm surprised you've survived this long.
The thing is, I'm so slow, so they can't actually fire at me. They just do passes and then fly by. Ah, those were idle twos, they ignored me. But I have 1 P40 chasing me at least. Maybe he's out of ammo.
I wonder what's going on with this.
That's a wonderful arm, though.
NVIDIA container has crashed or something of the sort.
Not the video contain.
Oh, not the NVIDIA container.
Aiming your Webley with your face is a bit hard.
Alright, let's give this another go. Are you using the track IR to aim it?
Yeah, I was. Now I disabled the track IR for the time being.
I was just about to say we have to give up, but there we go, I'm in. What is your current position, gentlemen?
1 moment.
Dead center 1033,
1033, I get it.
heading south.
I'm dead center 1133 at the moment, heading north. I would advise you to get a SPAD.
Yes, I am. I am getting the SPAD. And I shall get to you shortly. $10.33. Try to stay around that area, will you?
Yes.
And I SPAD will be right along. Me and my SPAD, yes. Beautiful bird, isn't she, the SPAD?
Oh,
Yes.
my engine just turned off.
Did you dive too steeply?
Well, keep in mind, he has been flying for an awful long time. It's entirely possible that he's out of fuel.
No, but then I should be out of fuel beforehand, because I've flown for like twice the time.
The SPAD has radiators, right?
Yes.
Shit. Well then. This Corey moment has been brought to you.
Oh, he actually fired.
Oh, wait.
But then I'll head over to the airfield then.
Where's the radiator control button? Where are you?
Thing is, you have both water radiator and oil radiator, but not only water radiators on the SPAD, I presume. But
The old radiators should be automatic, so to speak. By which I mean they're not really, they're just oil flowing through a tube.
Oh god, he's shooting at me.
The Spad?
No, the P40.
Alright.
It's not a good shot though, so... I'm following the river down towards the airfield.
Their airfield?
Your airfield. If you're lifting off in the Spad, that is.
Yes. I'm up in the Spad. And you're aiming to meet up with a new Corey, is that it?
Yeah, new Corey and a new you.
Oh me, Luftschiff reinvented.
Oh my god, we have a new player.
Someone with 300 ping.
Oh god, he's coming in again.
I'm on my way. Corey, we need to take those P40s off him.
Yes, sir.
That's a good boy.
Oh, look at that. Water radiator's full open, and suddenly I'm moving again. Oh.
Yes, a Spad is incredibly fast compared to the...
Oh, you didn't crash. You could actually restart the engine.
It was very, very slow, but it kept turning.
Oh, oh. So then you are behind me.
Probably.
Are we
Alright.
new target 1033 again?
I presume so.
Alright. How fast are you going, Corey?
Fast enough.
Good
Engine's
enough.
full throttle. Engine's full throttle right now. Remember, the young Sir Corey is very green. He doesn't understand. You ask him where he is, he says here.
Man, I mean, he's not wrong, is he? Oh, good heavens. I also forgot my radiators even while talking to you about the radiators. And I really should know better.
You know, if I was on Rise of Flight, I would have had all this down. Like, I wouldn't even thought about it. But suddenly I get into this engine and I don't know what I'm doing anymore.
And I keep drifting off course.
Kayla, do you still have stuff on your 6?
Yeah, I have a P40 coming. Yeah, it's right on my 6.
Are you low?
I am here. Low, yes. I popped a flare.
Capital. I'm guessing your altitude is somewhere around 300 meters.
Non-existence.
Oh. Locked on target.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Don't worry, I'm here to help you.
Oh, good. Do you have the balloon guns? That might actually hurt them.
The low velocity 50 cals?
Yes.
Yes, they might actually.
Can you pop another flare?
They're not.
Do you have another flare?
I have one more flare. Or one red flare. I could probably rebind the other ones, but... Flares going up. In the direction of the P40. I see you.
Oh, this is so slow.
Should I turn around to... make him turn around? Because he... Or are you...
4 viewers,
Ah.
1 thumbs down. I am terribly sorry, viewer number 4. I don't know what I did to spite you. I'm sure you are expecting quality content. And in which case I can understand your ire.
You will not find that here.
But alas, it's my first day back from vacation. It's the first time flying in about a month and a half. And it's insanely warm in here, actually. I wish I was in an open cockpit, cruising along. It's about 33 degrees outside, and that's at night.
It's still 33 degrees.
I don't know, it must be 1,000.
Yeah. Well, I'm in a sauna right now, so...
Indeed, so am I. And I'm wearing a stupid hat because I didn't splurge for the track clip. Oh well. So, I mean, I assume you guys are too preoccupied at the moment to continue our discussion about the planes themselves. But perhaps Corey could enlighten us about his feelings on the SPAD, since we've talked part of it about the Fokker. Did you fly the SPAD much in Rise of Flight?
I did a lot of hat in the ring type, you know, careers actually.
Americans.
Yep. Gosh darn it. I gotta make this all about me now. That's where that thumb down came from. I haven't actually. Well, against AI, I wasn't really. It wasn't much of a challenge, I guess, and I had them on pretty high. But I'm saving my real feelings about the SPAD until I go against someone else. But the more I'm flying it,
bollocks. Did the P-40 get you at long last?
Yes.
Damn it.
Sorry, I was looking for you.
What's your position, Corey?
Top right square of 1133.
Top right square of 1133, copy that.
I'm pretty low.
Little SPAD on SPAD action, I suppose.
I'll pop into a SPAD as well.
Oh. Something's flying.
That's the P-40.
And I'm not going to catch him.
No.
Absolutely not. I will just hang out in 1033 or 1133.
Yes, I'm in sort of 1032 at the moment. And hello, Red Jacked. Glad to hear that you're not suffering with the rest of us. You see, in the old mother country, air conditioners aren't actually that common because it tends to be bloody cold most of the time. And so most buildings, especially older ones, are built to keep the heat inside as well as possible. So when we're hit by a heat wave, everything goes to shit.
You are in a new building, though.
I'm in a rather new building, yes. However, it's a rather new building facing the sea and constant winds, so it's incredibly well insulated. And I still don't have an air conditioner.
I remember that from my first week in Germany. It was the biggest culture shock. It was the middle of July. Everyone had windows open, but I couldn't find suitable air conditioning.
Nope.
I got over it.
Kein air conditioner. Alright.
I ended up sleeping on the balcony.
I am almost at 1033 in my shiny SPAD.
I'm pretty low. I'm low. So just look at a guy doing barrel rolls and loop-de-loops.
Yes. Unless, of course, I lied and I'm not in a SPAD, but a Fokker.
What?
You are?
Yes. A shiny new Fokker. With
Good thing
3 wings.
So Paul, though, jumped on the Allied team.
Who, what now?
There's a 4th player here.
Ah, yes, and he's flying something quite a bit faster, I suppose. Alright, I'm in 10, well, almost in 1033 here now. Zooming along.
You said 1033?
Yes. Is that not where we're supposed to be?
Absolutely.
10:33. What's your altitude, Corey?
I'm really low. Treetop.
Understood, understood. I've climbed about to 600, I think. Of course, it's very hard to tell with these Fokker instruments.
I love the sound of the engine of the Spad.
It's soothing.
Right.
It's sort of like a, what do you call? It's a type of boat. Like an, what is it called? I don't even know what it's called in Swedish.
What? A type of boat?
Utombordare.
Oh.
Like chuk kind of sound.
Tändkulemotor.
What is it?
I don't know. I don't know what you'd call that, but those are the ones that go chuk 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 chuk. Have a very distinct sound.
And now I suddenly
have
dropped
to-
down. My frame rate is getting super low. I presume my computer is overheating or something.
I know my frame rates just got choppy randomly there, so I don't know if it's...
Someone joining, maybe? I'm smack dab in the middle of 1033, looking for a Spad, a trick. Top level. And a teensy tiny Fokker.
Woods.
No. In that case, it would have been here much faster.
Why don't you throw a flare up?
I don't have it bound.
No.
Can you throw a flare up?
It took me 5 minutes to figure out the radiators. Let's just let's take a mulligan on this one.
Alright, there's a small lake in the middle, sort of lower left corner up 1033.
The flare could be control 1, 2, 3, or 4.
Oh, the lake. Yes.
Yes, the flares are control 1, 2, and 3, and then you have the handgun at control 4, I think.
Let's meet by the lake.
Lake?
Yes, this
How
is a small lake.
romantic of you.
In the lower left corner of 1033.
Yes. My dear Corey, how my heart yearns for you.
Oh.
Would you do me the tremendous honor of meeting me for a little tete-a-tete on the lake in the lower left of 1033?
Absolutely.
You bring me such joy, Corey. Your steely blue eyes,
Oh.
your
Speaking of the
golden hair.
Sorry for your interrupting your serenade. But the looks of the Spad is a lot better than the Fokker DR1.
Indeed.
I believe so.
But was not the Spad made, like in Rise of Flight, wasn't it made much later than the Fokker DR1? I don't know actually when they...
But I mean texture quality, so it shouldn't really... They had to redo the texture anyway.
I suppose. Maybe they started with the Fokker? I don't know.
Maybe, probably.
Now, Corey, are you anywhere near the lake? Oh, love of my life. This Fokker that I'm flying wants to fuck you.
Well, please tell me you got another thumbs down after that one.
Romantically. No, I got a thumbs up actually. I think that's leavened fast. My poetry is, of course, the strongest suit of my entire channel. I mean, it's
Now we just
certainly
need a
better than my
caricature.
flying.
We need a caricature of us on a picnic by a lake in our flight gear.
Damn it, man, where are you? Playing coy, eh? Hard to get.
Well,
I
I'm
think-
here.
I think I'm too high up. Are you on the lake?
You're too high up.
I'm at about a K now, I realized. I keep climbing and
Ooh, I
climbing.
think I see the lake.
Do you now?
Bye, Poldo.
I am on the lake and I don't see you. I think Corey is playing with me.
You can't miss me.
Bastard.
Is there a plane crashing right over it?
Yes?
Okay, well you should see me then. I'm nearby.
In a P-40?
Absolutely not.
Well, I was just shot down. I was the plane that went down there.
What was it?
You got shot down with a P-40?
I just died instantly.
Oh.
My entire plane exploded.
I just arrived.
It was a P-40. And I
P-40.
still don't see you, Corey.
I am right over it.
No you're not. I'm parachuting down, basically into the lake, and you're not here.
Wait, what? You what?
Well, I might have been flying a Stuka.
Don't. When you land, stay there. Stay there. I see you.
I thought you
Waiting?
arrived.
I see you. You thought I arrived quickly?
Yeah.
Yes, well, what can I do?
But then again, if you were there in a Stuka, it's rather... It's... Well, it's not a fast plane.
No, it's not, but it is about twice as fast as
Yes.
the World War I planes. Well,
Why don't you get a Fokker Wolf and get over here and see if we can try out a damage model a bit?
right, yes.
Oh, I'm good at that.
Yes, well, I will give it a go, I suppose. Damn it, I was really hoping to have a little dogfight in the Stuka there with
Yeah.
the gun
Body
pods.
P-40. With the gun pod, the
Yes, of course.
machine gun.
Yeah, the machine gun pods.
For the first time in history, they're useful.
Indeed.
So now every time I look at this lake, I cry. For my love told me to meet him there. And he got blowed up.
Where the
He got
wild
indeed
roses grow.
blown up.
Uh-oh. Apparently my engine's damaged suddenly.
Ah,
That's weird.
bollocks.
Full
I'm
so
sorry,
radiators?
I was hoping to give everyone a little Stuka dogfight. You don't get those a lot. Now, instead, you will see the Fokker Wolf Ace. Take
We
on
have the A1.
the what now?
8. A8.
I do, but it's not. They don't have it.
Alright, well I gotta do a side slip for a
I mean, I'm not even sure this will be very interesting because it will stall out and spin out of control if I try to slow down to your level.
Yeah, of course.
Wait a minute, what are you flying?
come on. Just land. Come on. Or crash, you know, that too. Oh.
Where are you?
This server is rubbish.
Well, if Beloga had implemented the World War One planes, we could have dogfighted there.
Oh, I have it! The Junkers 52, there we go.
Hey, Kayla, are
No.
you by the river? Or that lake?
The lake, yes.
Look north. That's where I just...
I see you. Yeah, I see the flare.
Alright. Well, I'm just gonna turn off this engine then, since this isn't gonna help me anymore.
Beautiful skins. Alright. Sorry I won't take the Junkers 52, but I'll be there soon. As soon as this game lets me spawn in, because it's not letting me.
Can I parachute out of this thing? Like, can I get out and run?
No?
Oh, something's blowing up around me.
It...
What? What's blowing up? Why is artillery going off?
Oh, I only had 2 bombs.
Oh, you... Where are you? Where...
It's not letting me start. I click start and it gives me a bailed out mission finished. Every time. I'll try another airfield. Don't you love it when you try to stream and all you get are server issues?
Yes.
Oh, for crying out in many different ways.
Wow, the Colt 1911 sounds awful.
Really? I haven't tried the handguns yet. I can't seem to spawn in now. But I could meet you in a tank.
Ooh.
It will take me about 45 minutes to get there, though.
You're rather smashed up.
It's just the way God made me. Hey, Kayla, take out your 1911 and shoot it. Or do you you don't have a 1911?
No, I have a Luger.
Have you fired it off already?
Oh, God, that sounds so horrible.
It's in the, yeah, it's
What to do, what to do.
put that in the yeah.
It won't let me. It won't let me spawn in. I could try to reconnect to the server, but that took me about 40 tries to get in last time.
Yeah.
So you can't even get in, huh?
Is there any other server that has the flying circus planes on it?
Yeah, there are flying circus servers. I haven't flown on them.
Because this is starting to get somewhat ridiculous.
Yeah, it would be nice to have something where we could try the dogfighting a bit more, maybe.
Indeed, indeed. Astronomy double port attack. No.
Yeah, I'll disconnect as well,
Yeah, I'm leaving. I'll leave
Knights
as well.
of the Air.
and we'll see if we can fight
Looks
some
like
more.
it's locked. Password required.
Does anyone play on online Rise of Flight anymore, like Wargrounds, or has that been dead for a while?
I swallow come at night.
Uh,
I swallow
we
come at night. I see. Very clever.
They
I
I mean, if
spell
there's
it right.
if there's any point of time I would swallow cum, that would be it, wouldn't it?
I'm going right now to
Just
the
a test server World War One Training 03.
You have the Shooting Stars World War One expert dedicated server Japan, which has SS Quick Team Death Match, blah 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 something.
Expert with AI.
Yes.
So
It's
Venus
Japan.
Eye.
It's Japanese, though. You know that, right?
Yes.
That also flying ass clowns.
Yeah, I don't know what's happening with all these names.
Uh,
But I mean, that's the only one I know.
Just a 99 test server. That's not. It has World War One on it. Training
Yes.
03. Do you see it?
Yes.
I'll try joining that because it's not Japanese.
can you one more time for the?
Just a 99.
I swallow. Just the 99 test
just the
server.
99. World War One, got it.
WW1.
Downloading
It's
file.
electric. World Wrestling 1.
It is so warm.
It is incredibly warm, gentlemen. I feel like Lawrence of Arabia.
Holy shit, I can actually burn my feet on my chassis.
Oh my.
You have a chassis
Oh, chassis. Oh god,
in your
it's
room?
wrong. What's a chassis?
No, you're saying it right, chassis, but are you playing in your car? What?
Yes.
I see.
Oh.
Oh, right. Flugfeld. Wow, but these these fields are so
Oh
far
my
from
God.
each other.
This is gonna take us 10 hours just to get halfway there.
No. The just click on one of them.
Oh,
The Buggerovo and Cash are different sides. They're right next to each other.
What?
Oldchester, the
all the
Cache
way up
1 and
there.
Cache 2 on the up all the way up to the
Oh
Yep.
left.
yeah.
I see.
No.
Alright. Fokker DR1. Full fuel
Spad
load.
through.
Yeah, I think that takes the spatters. No.
Rickenbacker. Gotta have my blue scarf.
I take the funk.
Of course we go with the Webley.
And I have to check out that gun, the 1911.
Yeah, wait until you fire it. Oh, who's next to me?
It's me.
Ugh.
Hello.
I thought Adrian, which has a bit more experience in flying.
Absolutely.
needs-
You know, he's got that channel. He needs more. He's inexperienced.
I'm
That-
underappreciated. I have one thumbs down, I'll have you know. What?
1911 is actually sounding the best so far.
Don't need the tech chat to tell me. Now, where is the...
Can you actually take off straight ahead here? Oh, you can't, Corey. You have a
Nope.
dugout.
Nope, I'm gonna do the whole go around thing.
Oh yeah.
All right. Oh, good heavens.
Yeah, you could probably just take off straight out onto those hills.
And I am airborne.
And you're smoking like crazy, Corey. I guess that's just dirt.
Adjusting fuel mixture.
Yeah. There's a lot of grass. I'm up.
And we are all airborne. The fight of the century is about to begin, or should I say the fight of the last century. One rather inexperienced Luftschiff versus the two Spads.
Drum rolls.
I have absolutely no chance in hell of emerging victorious from this.
Yes, you do. You're flying the DR1.
Yes,
Why?
as you see, the DR1 is pretty much the only plane in the entirety of Price of Flight that I can't fly.
Bumpa la da 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 la da 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 la da 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 la.
I'm terrible with it. I rode the day that Vikram will have to set foot at one. It will be the day he dies, I'm sure.
I love the smell of castor oil in the morning.
So do I, incidentally. Did you know that castor oil is not derived from anything related to beavers at all?
Really?
Yes. I looked it up one day, I was curious.
This castor oil. Do you eat it?
Well, you lubricate your Oberursel engine with it, or any other engine worth its salt, really. Good machine lubricant. Though, of course, I do believe you could eat it, actually. Made from castor seed. Bum,
Eat
ba-da-ba. Oh, I see you. Bum, ba-da-ba, ba, bum, ba-da-ba, ba, bum, ba-da-ba.
Do not see.
Going into the dive. Bum, bum, ba-da-ba, ba, bum,
Interesting,
ba-da-ba,
we have
bum, bum,
another-
ba-da-ba, ba, bum, ba-da-ba.
Another one joins the fray.
Indeed. Another one joins the fray. I missed. Climbing back up again.
Oh, he's on me then. Because couldn't see you getting any attention. Wait, where the sod is he?
Which one is the highest of you? That's Kayla, I suppose.
Oh, I know it's Corey.
I'll get you next time.
Oh, there you are.
What?
Bollocks! My ruse de guerre has failed.
Well, this would be all bloody great if I could see somebody.
Through the gale.
Oh, bloody hell. I don't like
That direction.
being numerically inferior.
Oh yeah, going into a turn fight with a DR1. This is swell. Ah,
Woo.
nice.
Oh, I easily just went into a spin for some reason.
Oh, that hit me right in the plot.
Right in the plot.
Stop being so nimble.
It is indeed rather infuriating, isn't it? But I'll have you know I can't turn to the left, so there's that.
Oh, you can. Yes, you can. It's right. You can't turn.
No, that's the other way. Turn to the right rather well.
Why is it? Oh, I lost. Oh.
I
Bollocks.
easily lose.
Are you going
keep
in?
losing control.
Yes.
You can't.
I know it's not
what
turn
comparison?
fighter. I know that much.
Aha!
Oh! Oh! No! Oh! No! No! I'm gonna land. I'll be fine. I'll be fine. I'll die.
Take the witness instead.
Well, that went rather well, didn't it?
Yeah, the DR1 is kicking the Spad ass.
Gut erhalte Franz den Kaiser, unseren guter Kaiser Franz.
Would it be in bad taste to say that if I had a Russian skin on my plane, I would have been fine?
Probably. Probably. Russians didn't do too hot in World War One, though.
Wickham can attest to that.
Yes, indeed. Alright. I suppose you chaps are bringing up another set of kites.
Yes. I'm able. Alright. Water radiator.
Just call me Lieutenant Kilgore.
What is Kilgore?
Apocalypse Now?
Yeah. But, I mean...
Is it just
wait.
kill and gore?
No.
As in killing someone in a gory way? You know? That kind of gore? Or is it... I guess I don't know. I can't remember. I haven't watched that movie in forever.
It's one
Is
name.
that-
It's Kilgore.
Yes?
But I'm pretty sure. Read a whole fascinating thing about how it's supposed to represent Hitler.
Oh. Yeah, because my first contact with this was with Kelly's Heroes.
Ah,
When they rob the bank, they have the graffiti with the guy poking up his nose over a table or something.
Kilroy.
Kilroy, yeah. Maybe that was Kilroy. I never got that reference.
Are you both
from-
up?
Yes.
Give me 5 minutes.
Oh, bloody hell.
You do have a partner in crime, though, which I can see. Heh.
Yes.
Wait, what?
Interesting.
They're,
I
yeah,
thought
they're
you were
on
very
the
high
right
up, but
side.
there's another Fokker here, actually.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Yes, indeed.
Ah,
The
shit.
only thing worse than one Fokker is two Fokkers.
And my street quality just bit the dust hard.
Came to fly some World War I planes, and all I was surrounded by a bunch of dumb Fokkers.
There are no dumb Fokkers. Beautiful planes.
Ah, there you are.
Though I would prefer an albatross any day, really.
Oh god.
No. The DR1. Well, in straight level performance, yes, still.
I just like it more. I like the.
You can fly sideways.
That is true.
I mean, if they were gonna have late war, it should have been Camel and DR1, I think.
Well, honestly, the Spad and the Fokker are kind of better adversaries. Always more appropriate adversaries at any rate.
But the Camel could turn almost the same way as a
Yes.
as type, but you had the same. You still had to worry about torque. You had to worry about too much rudder, too little rudder. I mean, you have a boom and zoom with the Spad.
Well,
Dreamweaver.
we both had the same thought of pulling up.
Yes.
But you got the kill.
I did? Yeah, I killed you. I'm not dead yet.
He's not dead yet.
Now I am.
Yes, but I didn't get a kill for it, you see.
Maybe you do now. Like, shortly after I died.
Did you say that there was two Fokkers over here?
Yeah, there was one further north. Oh, he exited.
Actually, that's going to take a long ass time. All right, are you both flying? You both up?
No, I'm
Oh,
starting again.
I've been over here. I was trying. I just realized I'm trying to avoid getting too close to your airfields.
I don't think they have anti-air on them, actually. At least I didn't take any flak.
No,
I'm
I
just
don't
trying
think so.
I'm just trying to keep it fair, because if I'm over your airfield, clearly I know where you are.
Truth.
Just a little chivalry. I'm just gonna go to the town. I feel like that's the best spot. It's a marker for me to meet up with somebody. Come find me.
This plane doesn't talk as much as I would have expected it to on takeoff.
Dreamweaver.
Bum 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 ba bum bum ba bum. I have a tiny fan blowing wind in my face. It feels nothing like being up in the air, but there it is.
There's some ice cubes in front of it.
I wish ice cubes would have melted in 5 seconds.
Wish I had ice cream.
I do have some ice cream. Bloody hell, I do. Just a
How much?
smidgen, but I will eat it. I will have some midnight ice cream, by Joe.
Oh, look, Luftschiffe is streaming.
Oh?
I don't like his streams. They used to be good, but now all he does is sit around and whine and live stream somewhat. You still watch him?
Well, from time to time.
Does he do anything good?
No, he's just messing around in the DR1.
Ugh.
You know, I want to hate the guy, but damn, he's got a sexy voice.
Why, thank you, Corey. 11 p.m. at the lake. I'll be there.
Well, on this map, why do we need a lake? We have the whole ocean.
I like how you think. You are a beautiful man, I know, but also your mind's so beautiful, so sexy. Tonight, Corey, I will be your ocean.
Please don't.
Very well, but you are missing out on a really damn good, oh, what's that? Jeff Goldblum impression.
Oh.
Right.
Who is firing that high up? How did you get that high up? That's cheating.
That's Corey.
Corey, you bastard. I loved you once. How
Weren't you just shooting at me? Wow,
No.
it hits you.
I wasn't.
Where are you?
Uh-oh. Who did I just take down then?
That other
Oh.
chap.
Oh, it's an AI.
You wouldn't have a,
Oh!
you wouldn't have a chance against me. Obviously, it wasn't.
Oh, maybe the other chap's kite turned into an AI when he disconnected.
I don't mean to go too high. When I'm looking down looking for people, I end up just circling upward. But he put me in my place.
Is that the chap you... Yes, that's a Fokker spiraling to death.
Didn't you kill him?
Ah, my first foe!
I see nothing of this.
Silly me, I forgot to lean out my mixture. Well, I am... what did we say about... Wait, the town? What town? There's no town here.
There is a town.
We fight over the
Yeah.
fields like gentlemen. It is not
Well,
the
we're
World
gonna
War I way to fight over objectives that are actually useful. Or worth holding.
So, what is the proper altitude I'm supposed to be at then? Since I keep breaking every law of war here.
Oh, no, you're fine. It's just
Oh.
going to take me forever to get there, is all.
Yeah, I'll make it easy on you. Well, I'll make it easy on myself to get shot now.
No need to go low.
Where are you at?
Well, near a lake.
Are you over there?
Lady in red.
Oh, bloody hell, not again.
Alright. Gentlemen, sure. Ah!
Someone shot something.
Not enough.
Is that you on me?
No.
Jeez, it's just unnatural how fast you can spin.
Only to one side, man. Don't give me
I
those.
mean, not that way. Not that way. Not that way.
No, I can't turn to the left. In fact, I'm probably better. Like this, I'm in a left hand, and that basically is death to me. What's that? How dare you? Too many spads on the dance floor.
Uh-oh, 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 don't do that, don't do that.
Really? Interesting, you hit my fuel tank.
Bollocks!
Still alive, good sir.
Indeed.
Aw, sorry.
Oh, you didn't hit me. No, oh god, that's you. Where's he?
Right in front of me.
Oh my god.
Help! I can't do this anymore.
He's on me now.
Yes. Yes, quite. Hold on. Okay, I am rocking and rolling because now I'm injured.
There we go. Now you're polite. Now you're thinking with spats.
Why do you get friendly fire when you're shooting at him?
Did I hit? I didn't hit you, did I? Am I hitting something?
No, you're hitting Luftchip.
I think you hit him there. Oh bloody hell!
I'm saluting you.
You actually.
Oh.
That's a nice one.
You have forced me to give up the energy. At this point, it will be hard pressed to continue fighting.
What? Did I hit you, Luftchip?
No, you did not. Someone hit me though.
Finish him off.
Yeah, he's a bit too nimble though. And I got rips in my wings.
Yeah, so do I.
Too much. Do a right-hand turn.
Please do.
I got you now.
Ah!
Oh, you survived that as well?
Mm-hmm. By the skin of my teeth, mind you, but they don't call me the Red Baron for nothing.
Don't get too egotistical now.
Well, you are 2 against 1.
Oh no!
I'll bring out my Webley, sir.
That's
How
1.
did I don't understand how I continued to get friendly fire notifications while I wasn't even hitting anyone.
I think you get... because I must have hit Luftchip.
The game just hates me. Sorry.
Who? Weaver 999. Oh god.
Is it? Ah, there we go.
It's
Oh
enough.
god, that was a close one. Good
Yeah,
fight.
that was nice. Very nice.
Good show,
Yeah.
chaps. My engine was overheating there for a second, which is quite impressive given that it's an air-cooled rotary engine.
And yeah, speaking of overheating, I think I need to turn this off because it's getting really.
The computer?
Yes.
I see. I shall try to land this thing. I hear it's even more difficult in IL-2 than it is in Rise of Flight. And I don't have the blip switch bound, which will make this rather tricky.
I just turn it
Oh,
off
wow.
and then glide in.
And I have about, let's see, 300, about 500 rounds left.
Yeah, the DR1 is a deadly plane compared to the Spad.
Rather.
Just that you can turn on a dime is...
I mean, if you try to turn to the left, like really, it stalls.
I have that problem to the right. Left turns is easy peasy, just give a lot of run.
Thinking about the camel again.
The camel just gets into a spin and crashes.
Yes,
I will be beyond excited the day that one comes out.
I don't care that much for the camel, to be honest. But of course, I have known for my weird tastes.
Well, you like the DR1, and I don't. So.
No, I don't actually like the DR1. Well, rather, I don't in Rise of Flight. It's quite a different beast here. That close shave I had with the ground there, no other plane would have let me survive that. It's the insane amount of lift that 3 wings would give me. I'm pretty sure my wheels touched the ground, but I managed. And then, of course, the tables would turn.
It was a Flyboys moment.
Don't ever speak to me about that movie. I will end you.
Oh. We could go back to our discussion about red tails.
No.
I like red tails. It was a nice movie.
Why don't we ever talk? Let's talk about the original 1927 wings. Doesn't get any better than that.
Probably doesn't.
I own 3 copies of that.
Impressive.
I have to.
And it just glides and glides and glides and glides.
Oops.
Wow, it just goes. Just keeps going. Just keeps going. And we have touchdown.
Yeah, both my graphic cards are around 70 degrees.
That's not too... Oh, bloody hell. Ground loop. I should have turned the engine on again. Oh, I managed all the wings. Oh. Good heavens. Took quite a spill there. Kayla. 70 degrees isn't too bad, huh?
No, but it's still 70 degrees in this heat and no ventilation or airflow or anything in a building that has been heated since May.
How do you have air conditioning in your new house that you're building?
Maybe. We were offered one of those heat wave or heat fans things, air fans, air heat thing. I don't know what they call it in English, but Luftwärmepump.
Oh.
And apparently they act as an AC as well.
I see. Fascinating. Well, gentlemen, are you on the way out, Kayla?
I am. I need to
Perfectly
cool
understandable.
down.
Thank you very much for watching, Leven. Do we have any last words on sorry, there we go, Flying Circus? Any last thoughts?
I like it. I'm looking forward to more planes and hopefully some active service.
Yes,
I think another set of 2 planes or at least 6 planes maybe, and we will have some active players actually coming in and doing something.
Yes, I do think there's a lot of people feeling like it's a bit content light, and there's probably quite a surprising amount of players in the L2 player base that do not care at all for World War I crates, which of course is entirely absurd to me. But to each their own. I do hope as well that once we get some more crates in, which hopefully shouldn't take too long, seeing as someone else is developing them, and they're taking the models, etc., it should be fairly quick. That we will start seeing active service. Some filtering options might be useful at that point, but Yeah, I think summarizing it, flight models, I'm more than pleased. Damage models, oh, we forgot to talk about that actually. Yeah, it's good enough. I was afraid that would be much worse. It's, as you said, it's slightly stiffer. Like it tends to come off in these rigid sheets rather than sort of bending off. But that's probably not down to a limitation so much as it is just fine-tuning values and the damage model and stuff, which I don't think
Yeah.
they've gotten around to yet.
But I mean, I now when you shot me down, I still get the whole like the wings are tearing apart and throwing me around sort
It's
of
just
thing.
the sound. The sound throws me off.
Yeah.
But besides that, no, it falls apart exactly how I would have expected it.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
just expect maybe the new studio don't have access to a proper sound team.
I don't think
Yeah.
they will be doing the sounds at all. Actually, I think they're just delivering the
Yeah.
planes. More or less, they're doing the map and stuff as well. But I think that the sounds and all that sort of base level functionality would have been, or it has to be implemented on 777 side, I think, or whatever they call now. Maybe not. I don't know. Um, or it could be, as you say, they don't have a sound team, something along those lines. But I'm pleased with the damage model, pleased with the flight models. I'm still a bit iffy on the looks, but there's a clear difference between the Spad and the Fokker, so maybe, as you say, it will improve. I do like the look of the Spad quite a lot, but the Fokker I feel is rather lackluster.
Yes. Hopefully we get more skins to them.
Yes, yes, of course. So Content Light right now, I wouldn't advise anyone really to buy it at this stage unless you want to, as usual, support the product, or you're a die-hard World War One nut like me. But I do think it will
And
be. I don't think it will be worth the price eventually.
yeah,
It's looking
I
pretty
would
good.
I would say that I have enjoyed the quick missions with these planes a lot more than with World War Two planes. Mostly because I can't dogfight the AI in the World War Two planes.
Of course, there's going to be a long time before this really rivals Rise of Flight, both either in terms of content or mission variety or flexibility when you just want to play. But the biggest takeaways, I guess, once we do get some more content, is we will have an active player base again, which Rise of Flight hasn't really had for a couple of years.
Yeah,
You and I sort of caught the tail end of it when we started playing Rise of Light for the first
I
time.
think so. Yeah.
Because I remember when we started playing, there were quite a few active servers with during prime time. They still used to fill up,
Yeah.
but now you're lucky if you find 4 or 5 people, unless some
Yes.
event is going on or whatever. Anyway, I really enjoyed those dogfights, which I think says a lot about the promise of Flying Circus. It really does feel like Rise of Flight when you're in the thick of that, dodging and weaving and having fun. So thank you very much for joining me, gentlemen.
Yes.
And
Yes,
we should do another couple of these flyouts, whether in Rise of Flight or Flying Circus or IL-2. I do not particularly care, as long as I get to enjoy your beautiful company.
That's good.
All right, and thanks everyone for stopping by and watching. We'll see you soon, I hope. Toodle pip.